Right now, all I do is lose hair and sleep over doing this event. But I have other projects. Like I have a whiskey brand that I make and produce called Warbringer Bourbon. But also, I still train and corner and manage fighters and pro wrestlers. So when I get back, I have to go to Vegas for UFC on April 27th with my fighter, Victor Henry, who fought in Pancras Grand Slam. He's a former deep Bantamweight champion, and he was undefeated in Rizin. I don't know. We'll see. I have to get through each match one by one. And the last time I had a match against John Moxley, it took a lot out of me. I only imagine this one's going to be as brutal, if not more. But I want to compete and do combat sports for as long as I can.
ブラッドスポーツ以外の活動を引退したわけじゃないってことですよね。
So you haven't. That means you haven't retired yet.
Not exactly, no. In just as a whole, well, my match against Yuki Kondo was an amazing moment for me. One, it started with just me having an idea. Hey, I beat Sem Schilt in UFC, and he was the king of Pancras. I could get a shot at the king of Pancras. So, Shinihon, let's go talk to Pancras, see what they say. And they surprisingly was like, yes, we can do this. So on the 10th anniversary show in Ryogoku Kokugikan, 10 years after the first King of Pancras tournament, my first coach, Matt Hume, was in that tournament, but he lost to Minoru Suzuki. Then I come 10 years later with Shinihon Proresu and win the title. It was an amazing, very emotional moment because it was me as Matt Hume's student, me as a catch wrestler, but also me as a professional wrestler, as a member of Shinihon Proresu, and bringing all these things together in one place. And it also created relationships with people around all of this that I maintain to this day. Mirko Cro Cop at his best was definitely one of the strongest, I think, by far. But sometimes the day that you meet somebody is their strongest day, and maybe their results in other days won't show that. But on that night, at that moment, you got the best version of them. And Nogueira was also incredibly strong. In fact, I feel like he never got dropped or KO'd until after fighting me. So that should show you how difficult of a bout that was. I thought I won by tap out because he was screaming. And they say if you yell, that's a finish, that's a tap. But they didn't stop the match. And when Shimada-san touched us, I thought, oh yeah, it's for tap. But no, time expired, which is unfortunate. He wasn't getting out of that. I was going to submit him for sure. It was also crazy because some judge scored it a split decision. You're like, what an idiot. That guy should be taken out back and removed from judging whatsoever. That's important too. And honestly, I never got to face Mirko Cro Cop close to 100%. Even if I was 100%, it would always be a difficult fight. I believe he was at his peak when we were meeting in the ring. But that's just fighting. You still have to go out to the ring. And matchups matter. That's true. I had an offer, but it was just a bad offer, so I didn't want to take it.
So that's the reason you choose?
It was part of it, but the other reason was it was a dream to be in New Japan Pro Wrestling and to be able to try and fight in the professional wrestling ring. I saw Kosaka-san in the NWF tournament. Since we were friends and training partners, I emailed him, hey, can you please see if I can go to New Japan as well? It would be incredible. I hope they would want to use me. And then these are how everything started. I feel like for me, I will show who I am as I am now, not as I was then. You know, I'm a different person. I'm older, I think wiser, I have a lot more experiences, and a different body nonetheless, a lot more damage. However, with Bloodsport, I just really want to show, not just for me, but every athlete that's in that ring, every event that we hold, that this is a special place for wrestlers to be who they are in their deepest hearts, and to do so in a place where they don't have other things to rely upon. There is no help other than that what they draw from themselves. And in that, you can see the most pure version of them. And a place where companies like 新日本プロレス、全日本プロレス、WWE, Impact, doesn't matter anywhere in the world, great. Pancras, MLW, Raijin, doesn't matter. Anyone can come here, and all of these companies understand that it's a special place, that all of these athletes always leave stronger from being in this ring than otherwise. No, they stand behind their champion, as they should, and they believe that he's capable of going anywhere and standing tall as a champion. I've met him in the ring before, and I know exactly how tough he is and how he's willing to die for what he believes in. So my job is to, open the gates of death to him, if that's what it takes. This isn't a fight for the title, but when champions like myself and John Moxley meet in the ring, every fight is for a title, a championship of some sort. Just maybe more like life and death than about just gold and silver. Well, you can talk about these things and think about them, but you never know until you get to the ring. So I'm curious to see how he's changed since we last met, because the pressure of being a champion can build people up or break them down. So we're going to find out. You've seen professional wrestling. You've seen lots of professional wrestling and professional wrestlers. You've seen Sogo Kakutogi, and you've seen the Sogo Kakutogi Senshu, many of them. You've seen all these things before, but I promise you, you have never seen anything like Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. And Bloodsport Bushido is going to bring people you know and people you don't know in a ring that will bring out a version of them, a match between even fellow athletes that you have seen compete against each other before in a way that you have never seen. This is a possibly once-in-a-lifetime event. So I wouldn't miss it if I were you.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。